don't know. It's good to ask for blessings.
There you go. I think so too. Thank you, Bruce. Deborah,
Well, I wanted to say that it felt less stressful than it does usually in Shabbat breakthrough rooms. There was less going on. It was very focused, whereas in other situations, there's more discussion, there's more things happening, there's more people. And so it was a little easier to focus on this. And so my partner and I did very well. We both agreed. And I have a request, Shulamit,
yes.
which didn't come from there, but I noticed that, and this is for later, not right now, but I noticed that when you give blessings, you do things, you have words like ease and grace that you use. And I'm wondering if you like have a little list of the type of things that we can have at our fingertips to be able to say when we're at a loss for words.
Well, that's a wonderful question, and let me just put a bookmark on it, and I'll come back and see what I can come up with. Mary Gale.
I just want to say that I was very torn about comfort coming tonight because I had a tiring and stressful day, and somehow I was drawn, and I know it was Beshert, that I was drawn to be with my particular roommate, with whom we found some incredible commonalities and some great flow of blessings. So it's a new beginning.
Baruch Hashem. Fabulous. I'm so glad to hear that. Thank you. Eliana. I think you have to, Eliana, I'm calling on you unless you didn't want to be called on.
Yes, I do want to be called on. Yes, thank you.
Your hand went down too fast.
I was trying to unmute. Instead, I lowered my hand. I was really, really very blessed being in the room with my partner. And the interesting thing was we got to the last 28 seconds and he said, oh, I need to give you a blessing. And suddenly I was zipped off. I probably did something and I was zipped off. And I was so disappointed that, he wasn't able to give me a blessing. But then I realized, oh, the blessing that I got from him listening to me and him reflecting back what he heard and him bringing, what he refocused what I was saying. And it was such a blessing to me to be able to be there with him that he didn't have to give a formal blessing because he already had.
Fabulous. What a great experience to have. When we can be the blessing, I think that's the best thing. Joe or Neil?
It's Joe or Walter.
It was interesting going through this exercise with someone that we've been, partners for nearly 40 years. And there's, so much good intention. There's years and years and years of good intention between us. But the thing that was interesting about making a blessing out of the intention was the articulation of it, was the expression of it. And there's so much, I think, that we go through life. Of course, I love you. Of course, I wish you good. Of course, but to turn that into a blessing turns that intention into an expression. And it also, in asking for it, it makes you think about what it is that you haven't expressed yourself in terms of your needs. So anyway, I just thought it was a very interesting exercise to go through for us.
Well, I really appreciate your sharing that. And the other thing I would really appreciate is if you would each tell me your names so that I'm not calling somebody Neil.
I'm Joe, and
Okay.
Walt in the white
Walt-
t-shirt.
Walt in the white t-shirt. Okay.
Correct.
Thank you very much. And forgive me for calling you the wrong name.
If I could pop in here just for a moment, Shulamit.
Hey, of course.
So the word kavanah that we toss around here, it means intention. And this is arising in me because of what you just shared, Joe. There is a verb likaven, which is where the shorish, the root of the word kavanah, they share the same. So likaven means to take aim, right? So it's like you would raise a bow and arrow, you would take aim at the mark that you're shooting for. So that's why just wishing each other a good day, is different than giving over a blessing, because with the intention, you are really, really taking aim as both giver and especially the receiver of where the blessing is going. It's much more a narrow focus than our regular day-to-day talk and the way that we deal with each other.
Beautiful. Thank you, Mark. And thank the two of you as well. And I think it's motion. So,
we had a similar experience of, we've been on this journey for 48 years. And we're on it together. So sometimes it felt a little artificial, but still, as someone said, the crystallization of the wish was useful. And I also like what Mark had said about the language. I guess I've always been uncomfortable with someone says, I bless you, or for me to say, I want to give you a blessing. That to me doesn't connote the conduit, but may you be blessed, or may God bless you. That felt much more comfortable to say and receive. And then the last point of it was mentioned to parrot language in the blessing. And that's the same thing that we teach in doctor-patient communication, to pick a word that the patient uses. And if the patient says, I have a bump, you talk about the bump for the next few sentences, as opposed to the tumor or the cancer. And so that recommendation has many applications.
it does. It absolutely does, Moshe. And those skills can be put to many different uses, and it warms my heart as a hospital chaplain to hear that doctors are being trained to listen. Yay! Carol Ann. You're
Thank-
muted.
Thank you, Shulamit. Thank you very much for this program. Early on, you talked about the importance of listening, and I saw it work through in my partnership experience tonight. And I was noting how important the listening was in relation to be able to give the appropriate blessing. And both of us, I know, felt worked really hard on that. I could feel my partner's intention of listening, and it's such a good experience to feel that, And I would like to add, having been a parent educator, that was a very important part of our training of parents, young children as well as older children. And there's a famous book, How to Talk to Kids So They Will Listen, and How to Listen So They Will Talk by Farber. So at any rate, Thank you for this wonderful evening, and I truly appreciate this experience. And I think that the Mosh breakthrough rooms have given us a lot of practice at this, but I think we've honed, I honed my skills tonight that much better.
Thank you, Carol Ann. I really appreciate hearing that. And part of my intention in doing this is not just to make us better listeners and better blessers in our breakthrough rooms, but in all of our life and
Yes.
with all the people who we are with on a regular or irregular basis. So thank you. And Genebra, did I say that correctly?
Almost. It's Geneba.
Geneba,
I wanted to echo what my amazing partner in this exercise had said before. That's Mayira Gal. That I genuinely felt the presence in our encounter. Havaya was amongst us because we found something that was so in common that both of us ended up screaming, "You're kidding," like screaming. It was so beshared and so uncanny and so amazing that for two people who have been struggling over the past few weeks, months, years, whatever, to somehow feel this presence come between us. I thank you and thank you, Rabbi, and thank you all mosh pitters for being here and allowing this extraordinary thing to happen. So, Dibart.
Amati, fabulous. That's just yay. Anyone else? Something you really want to share, a question you have? Reb Mark? I'm actually not sure what time we're supposed to end.
Yeah, well, you were right on target. We were headed to
Amazing.
8:15, and I have a few words, and I think we'll go out with a song that you'll all appreciate because it expresses the words that we have been using all night. May you be blessed. May we be blessed.
And before you do that, could I just end by giving everybody a blessing?
Absolutely.
Please. As we take a big deep breath together. May we all be blessed with ease, with grace, with good health, with the companionship that we'd like in our life, with strong, strong connections to God as we know God, to ourselves and to the God that is more than us, and to each other. And may this all happen in our time. Peace. Amen.
May we be blessed as we go on our way. May we be guided in peace. May we be blessed with health and joy. May this be our blessing. Amen. May we be sheltered by the wings of peace. May we be kept in safety and in love. May grace and compassion find their way to every soul. May this be our blessing. Amen. 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 May this be our blessing. Amen. We thank Debbie Friedman for leaving us with these words. Amen. Amen. May this be our blessing. Amen. Toda rabba lachem. Thank you so much, Shulamit, for the beautiful
Such a pleasure.
and joyous evening. If there's any blessing that I could ask for, it would be that we grow even more deeply in love with listening to each other and growing deeper as a compassionate listening community. Thank you all so much. Laila Tov, everyone.
Let's go.
May we be blessed as we go on our way. May we be guided in peace. May we be blessed with health and joy. May this be our blessing. Amen. 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 May this be our blessing. Amen. 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 May this be our blessing. Amen.
Thank you so much.